We're on a journey today with the three wise men. And this is the most important journey of our lives because it is a journey to the Christ. And that is where we are all going. We leave the comfort of home and risk setting out into new and uncharted territory that you may find what you've really been longing for in your life. French writer Proust says, the real voyage of discovery consists not in finding new lands, but in seeing with new eyes. And as we see with new eyes, we find a star. A star is that guidance that is uniquely given to you to find the Christ. So we're inviting today a personal journey, not quite yet. We're inviting a personal journey to find our Christ, with the wise men as our model. So, first of all, we journey to the mystery of Christ. It's a metaphor of a journey to the heart, a journey to your true self, to the part of you that is actually an image of the Christ. Too often we're splashing about in the wading pool of life rather than moving into the deep water of the mystery of life, where one's real identity as a Christ self can be found. Christianity, in my opinion, is a radically humanistic religion, because what it says is that God expressed God's self perfectly in the Christ. And after that, anything authentically human is of God. St. Paul said, I live now, not I, but Christ lives in me. Our ticket to this mystery is moving away from the dualistic thinking of the ego, aggression, accumulation, control, to a new and single vision of the Christ. Now, mystics have mapped out this journey. It has many twists, turns, regressions, and temptations. But we know that, yes, we have that star. No matter what happens, we can always look for the star, God's revelation and direction for us in our life. So the star of the Holy Spirit will lead me to experience the Christ. Now, prayer opens our eyes to faith, hope, and love, which enables us to live this mystery. If you'd like to say after me now. With the Magi, I journey to experience the mystery of Christ. With the Magi, I journey now to experience the mystery of Christ. As I experience the mystery of Christ in my life, I know God. As I mystery the mystery of Christ in my life, I know God. Thank you. Secondly, part of this journey is to move from isolation to community. It's important that the Epiphany took place in a community of three persons, the three kings, three wise men. And God reveals God's self to us in community. The fact is, in my 83 years of life, there's one thing I have really learned, I think bottom line, and that is I can't do it by myself. I can't. I need us. I need community. I need meaningful connections with people who share my values and who share a vision of the star. As Americans, we are very independent, and that's good. But sometimes it tends to work against us because we don't really get how important it is to be in community. We fear losing control, and we fear the demands that people will make on us. St. John says that people who do not love are the living dead. Isolation is psychologically, spiritually, and even physically destructive. Failure to thrive syndrome in children is basically a lack of connection. Two's company, three's community. We need spiritually to seek out people with whom we can share our star. We can journey from isolation. We will experience Christ in our community. Okay? With the Magi, I journey from isolation to community. As I experience the intimacy of community, I love God. With the Magi, I journey from isolation to community, and as I experience intimacy in community, I love God. Yes. Isn't that beautiful? Then we journey from selfishness to service. It's important that the Magi brought gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. They've brought to the Christ what they had to offer. And a gift is, of course, a metaphor for who you really are. It's a gift of yourself. And so this journey internal means that we don't think that life is just about me, the big me. The destructive sense of entitlement feeds a superficial ego. I like quoting Bette Midler, who said, let's not talk about me, let's talk about you. What do you think of me? The secret of finding Christ is to be in a significant relationship of service to God's dear children. Not feeding the superficial ego, but really focusing on the real needs of others. See, the universe, 5 billion peoples and millions of minds and everything is actually a huge puzzle. And this puzzle has one piece of the puzzle, which is you. You are a unique piece of this grand puzzle, which is beyond all comprehension even. And our job in life is to be authentic, living that puzzle that we are given, that God has given no one else. If you'd like to say with me. With the Magi, I journey from selfishness to service. As I experience pouring out my life for others, I serve God. With the Magi, I journey from selfishness to service. As I experience pouring myself out for others, I serve God. So today we're reflecting on our own personal epiphany, manifestation. No community is loving. To experience the mystery of Christ, to serve the poor and oppressed is serving And going from selfishness to knowing is loving and serving God and neighbor. Way back in 1949, when I was in grade school, in a catechism class, we studied the Baltimore Catechism. And I still remember at that time, and any of you from that time I remember this, was one of the questions was how do we live our life? And the answer was to know, love, and serve God. Well, this morning we have the blessing, and that is the blessing of the gospel, who gives us a model of how we can actually put this deep, beautiful, and powerful truth into effect in our individual lives.